to my left, or to your right. It depends. I don't know. But either way, today we were just talking about the congestion pricing in New York City and how crazy that shit is. And then the other thing that we're going to talk about, because today is going to be a really short show, is about the TikTok ban and how everybody on TikTok is running to China.
To Rednote.
The Rednote.
Yo, those fucking videos have me dying.
Oh, I got the videos lined up. So we want to talk about congestion pricing, or we want to talk about this TikTok ban?
It's just all those motherfuckers living out here, and they're all over here in New York. I mean, New Yorkers are over here, so they're charging the motherfuckers to go back into New York to go to work.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, so they raised the prices on a lot of properties out here because people from New York are coming out here.
they all over here, and they act like they don't know how to fucking drive when New York is fucking crazy. I drive crazy over there, and I can't fucking drive over here. It makes no fucking sense. Because they can't drive, and it pisses me off.
No, I agree with you, but New Jersey drivers are some of the worst drivers in the world. Let's not even talking about drivers, especially in the area that I live in, which is predominantly Asian. And no shade to Asians, but
and yes.
they listen. What I'm
Bro,
gonna say is in the area that I live in, I've never seen more accidents in one spot in my entire life. And I used to live in the South Bronx, and people drove crazy in the South Bronx.
which spot?
Right here around the corner from my house. Like I
The
literally counted the number of accidents. I almost got into an accident twice because I was making a left turn and
at the
some
stop
a hole
sign.
decided to zoom down and try to cut me out off at the light and almost hit me. And I was in the car with my kids. You know,
Uh,
I blacked the fuck out. And then his crazy wife had the nerve to be like, "Shut up!" And she started throwing me the finger. I was just like, "Yo, do not be disrespectful, because I will reach for you, and there's nothing your husband is going to be able to do. Trust me, right? My kids are in this car. Like, I don't give a f, you know."
uh,
So, and then he came out the car. And he thought he was like something. I was just like, "You taller than me, and what?" And then like he saw, like he looked at me, he saw my face, he saw the scars on my face. He was just like, nah. He was like, you know what? I'm sorry. You know, it's my fault. I shouldn't have done that. Another time I was just here. What the hell? Another time I was just here and I was coming home from work and this guy almost hit me. Like literally, like it's a walk sign. I'm walking on the walk sign. He comes and tries to like beat the light and like almost hit me. And I'm like standing there and I had to kick his car because I'm like, what the hell is
oh
wrong with
shit.
you? Like, these people around here are crazy. Like they just drop. I've literally seen people, the light is red. There's nobody going, and they will fly right through the red light because they're texting.
Mm. Ugh.
Like five things.
Then you can carry it. Like
First
what the
thing,
fuck?
right? Stuff. I don't know. The price is already going up. The prices have already gone up. We have to talk about the toy fair. We have to talk about Nuremberg, the toy fair in Nuremberg. Even though you're not in, you probably will leave that the day it starts. We got to talk about it because you got to represent the company. Anyway,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then we're not supposed to do nothing illegal? Like what? What? Stupid as hell.
I ain't got no tea. I got some weed though. I ain't
I
got no
got
tea.
ginger ale. My ginger ale.
So right now we're live on YouTube. I don't even know how many people watch this on YouTube. But all right, let's get to this TikTok thing because yeah, it's crazy. I'm going to share the screen and we're going to talk, and it's hilarious.
Refugees.
Yeah, so it don't really affect you in hold on a second. They
I
might
think you already passed that, no? Like you.
I'm not sure, to be
I think
honest.
that was supposed to be like last year. You were supposed to download that shit. I don't know. I don't know if they changed it.
You done went and got your face pulled tighter than my coochie. You a poodle with the
Okay,
enhanced
here
Jerry.
we go.
Bet you on my left
We're going
ass.
What? What she said? What she said?
Bet you on my left ass. To bet you on my left ass
Okay, you gotta realize
What is she talking about?
cheek that
this is, remember I told you about Jasmine,
I love
the witch,
her.
right? She's the self-proclaimed witch. Well, I don't know if she's self-proclaimed, but she has witchy energy, right?
Yeah.
Good witchy energy. I don't want her slaying me because she was just listed as one of the four horsemen of TikTok.
What?
Yeah, and she was death. So
I'm willing to.
I ain't even trying to get on her bad side. No way. Hey, boo, I love you. But all right, you guys can see it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started. Because she got something to say, and she cackles in Capricorn.
I'm willing to bet you on my left ass cheek that Mark Zuckerberg is sitting in his office plucking out that perm follicle by fucking follicle because Zuckerberg is a
big ass
mess.
cheek.
You went and got your face pulled tighter than my coochie. You a poodle with an enhanced Jerry curl and a gold chain lobbying to the U.S. government. You think you big bad shit, huh? Because never in all my fucking days with all the propaganda we've been fed as Americans did I think we would be on a Chinese app learning fucking Mandarin, turning our social security numbers into our usernames. What? Wait.
Oh.
I don't know how smart that one is, but I'm with it. You know what? Hell yeah. Y'all can find me on Rednote, and when you do say ni hao.
Ni hao.
Yeah, and then you saw this is the other one. This is the other one. Hold on, because she go real fast. This is the other. Yo, she be going real fast. She like smart as hell. You could tell. She's like, bro. I got another video with a little girl I want to show you from the Bronx. Yeah. And you know what's funny about her? I gotta come back to you guys. You know what's funny about her? Is that am I still screen sharing?
No.
So she is just like this awesome creator on TikTok, and she predicts things. She's like one of those people that I told you she needs to sit down with Cat Williams. That's the woman I was telling you about, because like she be like on point. And there's a lot of other creators, right, with this whole TikTok thing, and they did like funny videos and stuff like that. But like the U.S. government literally played themselves because they didn't realize how petty Americans are. Like Americans are showing like that petty stuff. You know,
like, they should know, yes.
Like exactly, like you went and released the Kraken and didn't realize that you thought you were the ones in power because you have the money. Didn't I tell you last week or the week before? Money ain't power. I told you that money ain't power. What happened? These people decided to get up together and rise together and say, yeah, we're not doing that. All of them, all of us are just like, no, we're not doing that. We're not going back to Facebook. We're not going back to Instagram. It's whack, right? And then because the U.S. government said that it was about the safety of our data, right?
We already have our data.
When you already have our data and you're treating us like we're 2-year-olds, right? And we don't know what you're really trying to do, right? Because isn't Mark Zuckerberg one of the biggest lobbyists against TikTok, along with I think Jeff Bezos. So you're telling us it's for our benefit when no, it's really for your benefit, right? Because one thing that I learned because I was listening to the hearing last week with SCOTUS, right? And besides, I think Kataji Brown Jackson and Justice Jackson and Justice Barrett, they were like the only two who seemed to have any type of understanding of what TikTok was and it being an app and the difference between it being an app and the algorithm that runs the app.
Mhm.
And what you come to find out is it's not about data security. It's not about us taking them taking the information. It's about the algorithm. Somebody wants the algorithm, right? Somebody does not want them to have the algorithm, and they want to be able to get their hands on the algorithm. Because last week, what they were saying was, you know what? It's to protect not us now, but protect us in the future, right? It's because they're saying there's kids using the app now who's going to grow up in the next 10, 15, 20 years, and they're going to have government positions. And what the Chinese government is going to do is they're going to take all the information that they had about them as kids and basically use it to blackmail them in the future. And I'm like,
Mhm. Yep. Mhm. Yes.
no,
Yep.
not just that,
Mhm.
but there are millionaires and billionaires in Africa, and Africa is beautiful with these futuristic cities. Like, no,
Yep.
so
Exactly, and that's what they don't want them to know.
but you know what the fuckery is with that is that they said it's for the future, and I said to myself, and other people on TikTok said, wait a second, you guys are worried about kids who are going to grow into these positions in the future, but there are people in the government right now who use TikTok, right? For example, Senator Markey um, from Massachusetts, I believe, right? He is in support for TikTok. He's the one who yesterday he came out with a bill to extend the to pause the ban for 270 days, right?
Oh, that was that guy. Okay.
Yeah, right. And question, because like you said, it's the freedom that we have to the accessibility of the knowledge in the world, right?
Mhm.
You have people talking to each other, and this is why Rednote is going to be even worse, right? Because they were saying, oh, TikTok is bad because the Chinese government might be able to get their hands on it, right? When all the information that they're saying that the Chinese government might be able to get is like in Virginia. Like, what? And and what they said, what the attorney said was just like, hey, instead of divestiture, maybe it might be better, instead of going to the shotgun, how about you use the stick first and find people, fire people, put people in jail for violating that by giving out the information to other people besides the United States, or and they were like, so the attorney was saying, why didn't you do that first, right? Instead of going straight to divestiture. And the other crazy thing that AOC didn't like and other people didn't like is that this was a bill that Donald Trump had tried to get put in for years during his whole first term. And what happened is in April or March, they snuck it in to another bill, like the head of the House of Representatives, snuck
Mhm.
it in with another bill that had to be passed. It was a bill that was part of humanitarian aid to Ukraine and Israel. So
Mhm.
they snuck it into that bill, and that's how it got passed. So no one had a chance to even look through the bill because the Senate didn't want to touch it the first times that it was put to the floor. Yeah, yeah.
In jail. It's a TikTok university. Like, you know how much shit you people learn? Yeah.
It's who's been convicted 34 times will not see any jail time. Won't see any jail time, but
Never.
has to register his DNA as a felon.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Look, no, you are somebody. Say it with me. You are somebody. Say it with me, girl. You are somebody. You are somebody. You are somebody. You are somebody.
Mm, 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 mhm.
But you know what? This is how the U.S. government played itself with TikTok, right? You're gonna ban us. You didn't realize how petty we are as a people in this country. Just the pettiness, right? You tell us to go right, we're gonna go left just because you told us to go
Mhm.
right, right? So especially it's especially when we see something we want on the left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you tell us don't go there, but it's something that we want, we're gonna go there, and
Yeah.
that's what you did.
To see the new dance. Yeah.
You know what's funny is that there's a guy. I didn't pull up his video. It's somewhere in my excuse me, in my favorites. And this guy was talking about how we went and took this app and away from little children who would dance, who were making dance videos. That's what we did, and we turned it into a whole different thing. And it's a whole bunch of community. And Keith Lee. If you don't know who Keith Lee is, he's the food review guy. He went and posted like some video of him helping different people. And
I was singing that earlier. I was like, this bitch is in my head.
But that's the beauty of it, right? Is the fact that we can find community, we can find information, and you can make a living on the app.
Right.
And what people are finding out now is the original version from China is TikTok on crack. and now you got us going over there. I downloaded the app. I'm about to start using the app. You know what I mean? Shit ton of my mutuals and followers downloaded the app, and they're like, "Oh wow, they're so nice over here. We didn't know the Chinese people were like this. We're learning Mandarin. We're learning how to say ni hao, ni hao,
ni hao."
Right? and I do always.
I've been wise. That's crazy.
That is crazy. It will.
It does. It does.
Wait. So remember how I asked you guys like a couple of weeks ago, what would you do for magic? And you was just like, fuck the kids, right? Yeah. TikTok is like that. It's like, what would you do for TikTok? Fuck them kids. Like that's because like once it gets you, you're like, you like rabbit holes, and you're gonna be like Alice.
Right, you need a timer on that shit. Okay.
Well, the thing with TikTok too is that when you do lives, you can go on live with up to like 8 other people. So it could be like 9 people in the live at the same time. And then, the more you tap, you get people to like your live, the more people will join the live. It's crazy. People, you can make money just from doing lives.
What? Right.
But 20 in like 2000 in 2001, right? The first woman to go live and do like a full live stream, she was making money, right? Because she was making, I think she became like a millionaire off of it. And she was the first woman to do it. And this is when we had like the little cameras on top of the on your laptop. You pay like $80 for the little round camera that used to hang out on top of your head. Remember that? And she I just saw a whole documentary about her and that time when, with the before TikTok and social media and stuff like that. She was like the first person to go and do it. So there's people doing that now. It's kind of like a throwback, like people are like getting smarter and realizing that there's other ways to make money. One of the things, and I love my mother-in-law to death, but my mother-in-law is a boomer, and she doesn't she's fully like against it. She's fully like, it's Chinese infiltration, blah blah. And I'm like, But Ma, you have to understand, people are making money off of this app. They're making a living. She's like, they could get a real job. I'm like, you don't understand.
To working for
There
other
are
people.
people. There are people, huh?
To work for other people.
No, not even that. They're real people who work for real companies who are making money for the companies on this app. You know, no, but
Yeah.
that's a good thing because that means you have great time management. But on top of that, it's the businesses, right, that are being affected by the marketing that people do through this app. A lot of people can do organic marketing through TikTok that they couldn't do. For example, Keith Lee. Keith Lee, he literally, with his reviews, he's been able to help so many restaurants across the country stay open and stop them from going out of business by him just giving a honest review. His first review was, or that I remember, was of this guy in Vegas, and the guy was like down on his luck, but he had really good food. And they had reached out to a different food reviewer who was trying to charge them like $2,500 to do a review. And they asked Keith Lee, how much do you charge for a review? He's like, nothing. I'll just come and eat the food and give a review. And that's what he did. Next day, this man had his like down the block. The line was out the door, down the block. Of social media. But and this is the thing. I think TikTok is just so unique in the way that it's organic. It's so unique in the way that it builds community. It's so unique in the way that you can make money. It's so you can do different things on TikTok to make money. I made money, and it wasn't a lot. It was like 20 cents, right? But I went live. Listen, I went live, and I was so happy because I was like, "Oh, I made money." I went live playing a game, right? Because they give you games that you can play, and if people, see you playing the game live, they pay you for that. So I'm playing a game on my phone, and people started coming in and commenting, and somebody left me like some diamonds or whatever. Next thing I know, I got
Okay.
20 cents. I was like, "Oh, I got diamonds. Oh, okay." You know, it's so crazy. You have people, right? And you have people like Kai Sanat, who was like, he no one knew who he was 4 years ago. And now between TikTok and Twitch, I just saw him do a commercial with Kevin Hart
Oh
and
yeah.
Drewski, yeah. So it's like,
Yeah. I
again,
know.
they want that algorithm. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Someone got paid to put that in there with those other bills that had to get passed, just so they get no. Yeah, so even if they do, because nope.
Yeah. exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And and but you know what's also crazy is the fact that on the Rednote app, everyone is so welcoming. You have Chinese people saying, "Hey, we'll teach you Mandarin if you do our English homework for us, or if you help us with our English, we'll teach you Mandarin." Right? And it's like we have this um, concept of China as being like this big evil empire, this big enemy, and people on Red Note are just like, "That's the government. That's not us." You know, like, and I think our government and your government don't want the people to start talking to each other. Because if you start doing that, then all of a sudden they don't have as much power as they want to have. That's the real
They
problem.
don't want us to unite.
You know, because no, because if we unite, then they're no longer necessary, or they're not as necessary. You know, and I think that's what it is. And you know, for the strangest thing popped into my head, right, when I saw this, because I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I'm a big fan of this show called Firefly. And Firefly is a show that was created by the same guy who created Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV show, not the movie, right? Joss Whedon. And he also directed the first Avengers film, right? And Joss Whedon went and said in Firefly, it's set in the future, and the government that runs the entire world is China. And I always said to myself, he's predicting the future, right? Because he's telling us that somehow, some way, in his head, he saw a vision that China was going to be running things in the future. And then the other thing that popped in my head was that spoken word artist Gil Scott Heron, right? And he had this saying that said, "The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised." This is a revolution. They're literally calling it, right, American refugees to Rednote. American refugees to Rednote, right?
Yeah.
I think the U.S. government messed up really quick, and by the time they realize how badly they fucked up, it's going to be way too late. Because you're going to have Americans walking around saying "ni hao, ni hao," right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you guys, and that's how the revolution is going to come about. This whole thing with Luigi and all the other stuff that happened last year, that was building up. I think it's building up to a digital revolution in the way, which also reminds me of another movie that I saw called With Honors with Brandon Fraser, right? Where he said the interactive cable. This was before it was even called the internet. He said the interactive cable is going to save the world.
Hmm.
And I think it's like this. I think it's going to save it, because if we can talk to each other and we find out that we have more in common that we have than we have differences, that's when shit changes. Because then we'll start to, because one of the things that TikTok is famous for is political activism, right? People being able to organize super quickly,
Yeah.
right? Super, like you can literally just pick up your phone and be like, "Hey, yo, I saw this, blah 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 blah. It went down like this. We need your help. Can you help us?" You know, you have within seconds, and you literally have people who get attacked, and then you have people who are on the app who are like, "We're gonna find out who this person is, and we're gonna hold them accountable." Right? Tizzy Ent is one of them. Like he's one of the guys that I follow. He's a older white guy with a beard, right? And anytime shit go down, you guys probably seen him on Instagram too. This man will be like, "This person, do you see this person right here? Yeah, this person is such and such, and this is what they did." And he'll play the video of them doing the fucked up shit. And he'll be like, "And this is their name. This is where they work. Let them know that this is unacceptable." You know? Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I know.
But you know, I have other mutuals. I found family on TikTok. I had family following me that I didn't even know were following me, right? One of my cousins, he either has like a farm or a homestead, right? And I'm saying to myself, damn, I always wanted a farm and or a homestead. It was off the grid. I wanted to do that. And now I have family that I can pick up the phone like, hey, cuz, how'd you do that? You know? Well, he is also law enforcement, so you know he's law enforcement. So I have to. I'm sure he needs a phone, but yeah, but then it also helps people, you know, through the building of community. Like people who are down. One of my mutuals were talking about how she was in a bad place when she got on the platform, and how, you know, her TikTok family kind of, you know, pulled her out of that, and then she ended up meeting her husband and through the app, and you know, 4 or 5 years later, you know, with me, I got on TikTok by mistake because I didn't have the TikTok app. I had Musically. And you know, I was out when it was still called Musically with the kids dancing and stuff like that. I had it. I didn't understand what I was watching. I was just like, this is nonsense. I didn't touch the app for like 2-3 years. And then next thing I know, when I went to open up the app, because I found out that some little girl went viral and became famous, I was like, off of that app? And I went to the app and they were like, this app is now called TikTok. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's how I got onto it. Yeah, it used to be. Yeah, it used to be called Musically. But oh, so you had, yeah, so you had TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of kids, I have a young lady that I'm highly impressed with. And I'm going to show you this video, and then I'm going to show you the other video, and then we're done for the night. I definitely did mean to talk about this app all night. I did. I tricked you.
First things first, DTN to my bone decay. Where do my dads?
How old are you?
14.
One thing that you hate about living in New York.
First things first, DTN to my bone decay. Where do my dads?
DTN? Alright.
Not gonna lie, like the taxes are mad high. Like when I grow up, I'm moving to Texas.
Taxes is high. The taxes?
The taxes. Let's say I get a paycheck for 3 bands. Like Uncle Sam's gonna glaze me like OD. First, you got state income tax ranging from 4 to 10. Like that's day room already.
4 to 10 what?
Percent. You got local income tax. Like that's OD day room right there. Why New York City got its own progressive income?
What the f?
And they FICA, which is like Social Security and Medicaid and stuff. That's why I say New York is OD day room, because why am I getting taxed 3 times out my paycheck? Uncle Sam, like I'd rather get phantom tax.
FBI, open up! Where the cookies at?
How do you know about like all of this stuff?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, my mom be coming in my room trauma dumping on me, talking about taxes. Like, I do not care. That's your problem.
How old are you?
Wait. Hey, you know what's the crazy thing? I found that little girl on TikTok.
Shit.
I was like, this little girl is smart as fuck. What the fuck? Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And then this is the last video. I mean, because I want to go out with a funny video. There's like 2 of them. 3. Wait.
I know because he don't know how to count. You don't
Okay,
know
it's
how to
5,
count.
but they're all these 3
What?
are really short. These 3 are really short.
Bruh.
It's getting up there. We getting up there with the time. We ain't
I
gonna have
love
any
this
time.
one. This is cool.
What, this show?
No.
Man, listen, suck my. You will be here in the court on Monday. Be here sucking my.
Did you get that one?
Let me tell you how this is gonna work.
Yeah,
You're
what's
gonna
this?
be gonna tell me shit. Listen, suck my. Shut up. Listen to me. Suck my. Man, listen, suck my. You will be here in the court on Monday. Be here sucking my.
All right, this last one. Here's the next one. This one is just real short. This one was hilarious, though. I was dying.
Letters are so tiny. Word, like
Did you see it?
we gotta go like
It says the U.S. government banned TikTok to protect everyone's data, but now everyone's going to another Chinese app and giving it for free. Americans really don't give a fuck.
just take it. We need into that.
We're like, we petty. Of course we don't care. We do not care. We do not.
And then to change all the fucking passwords, like, bro.
Yeah, we do not care. Yeah, if it's fear that you're trying to tell us with our information being out there, we do not care. We do not care. We outside already. You too late. You late. You late to the barbecue. You late to the cookout.
Sitting here debating
Okay.
whether congratulations to the US government for playing yourselves, because while you're sitting here debating whether this app should stay here, do you know what creators and users of this app are doing? My entire For You page has been people going to the Chinese TikTok. It's called like Rednote. It's the Chinese version of TikTok. And they are just like going there in flocks. So while you may be worried about this, do you know where they're all going to move their traffic to? That's right. Another Chinese-owned app. Y'all are the most unserious, can't get anything done crowd on the planet. And I could not be happier to see this happen, quite honestly. And I know you're going to get there and be like, oh, I can't understand it. It's in a different language. They're going to realize where their audience is coming from. And they're going to become a lot more English friendly. I'm just saying.
I seen a video of this lady was explaining of everything, how to use it. I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, that's this video I'm about to show. So the head of that Chinese app of Rednote, he's giving instructions and he's welcoming Americans to the app. Wait. And then this is the crazy thing, right? All of the information that they were scared the Chinese were going to get, they're going to get now on Rednote. You know why? Because the servers are in China, as opposed to Virginia, where they are now.
Oh, that's cool.
You're never going to get that information now. It's like, and when you find out that TikTok is actually the bust down of Rednote, it's not even like TikTok is not even the full app. It's not even the full experience. They kind of took a little piece of Rednote. It's like, here, have this, America. We got a few minutes left, and let's make it good. We got. I'm going to show you this video of this guy, and then maybe the instructional video, and that's it. Hey, those other videos was short. This one is
videos. The fuck?
Out of touch. Our government, I'm convinced, loves and thrives seeing us unhappy and seeing us struggle and seeing us poor.
Of course.
Because after the hearing with SCOTUS and listening to the way those judges don't even know what an algorithm is versus an app, they probably don't know the difference between Wi-Fi and 5G, and they're talking about, oh, you can just do the algorithm like it's going to the grocery store to just buy something. Seeing that Rednote, another Chinese app which is owned and hosted in China, is the #1 app on the App Store today, is just beautiful. It's the most ironic icing on the cake for this government, because you're trying to take down the app that actually is safe, where all the data and servers are here in Texas, that has been proven to work in this country for the last 6 years. Now Americans are going to another Chinese app that is actually in China. Sooner or later, Americans are going to be extremely fed up, and something's got to give. So as they say, let them eat cake. Let them eat cake, as the French said.
Hello? Huh? Rednote. It's Rednote.
Rednote.
So you know for a fact, you see how to use Rednote. He is not
that was the one, yeah.
He's not the CEO, but this is just another guy.
Rednote. Here are the basics on how to use this app. To change your profile picture, look at the bottom bar, click on me, then click on the circle, but don't click on the plus sign. And once you click on the circle, you can change your avatar. After you click on your profile, you can now change your Rednote ID so that people can look you up. Click on profile, this button right here, and click on name. This is your display name. You can change your name once every 7 days. And the second line, you'll see Rednote ID. It's in Chinese. Be very careful. Once you change this, you cannot go back. This is the ID that people will look up when they're trying to find you. Next, we will save an audio from a video. When you're watching a video, at the bottom right, there is a share button. Click on that. Scroll to the right, and you can click use audio. Note that not all videos can let you use audio. Now look at the bottom and hit collect. You now save the audio for future videos. If you want to curate the For You page, right above the share button is the button. This is the equivalent of the repost on TikTok. The star button is to add a video to a board, which is the equivalent of a TikTok playlist. Those are the basics. There's a TikTok, click on the plus sign.
No, not even. You know why? Because people are already on the app, and they're saying that after 10, 15 minutes on the app, the algorithm changed it from Chinese to English.
What?
Yeah. I told you, it's like TikTok on crack, bro. Like, it's like they changed it. So they're curating it in real time. So they're finding out, oh, we're getting like a large amount of American people, signing up to the app. So if you were playing chess, right? They're playing checkers. The United States was playing checkers, right? TikTok was playing chess, right? And Rednote is playing that type of chess that you see on Star Trek, the 3D chess, where the parts of the board is up here, and other parts are down here, and other parts are over here. Yeah. I did. They fucked up, and it's been since Trump got elected. It's been a season of fuck around and find out. And everybody is fucking around and finding out. Y'all thought you had it. Y'all need to listen to people like AOC. You need to listen to people like Ayanna Pressley. You need to listen to people like Markey. You need to listen to people like Ro Khanna. These are all people who are just like, what the F is going on? Like, we didn't even get a chance to even look at the bill. And mind you, Markey okayed the bill when it was part of the big package, because he had a humanitarian thing he wanted to get done. But as soon as he did that, he was just like, hey, wait a second. We need to get this thing overturned because it's not supposed to be here. But anyway, ladies, that is the show at 50 minutes. Do you guys have anything to say? Happy New Year. This is our first show this New Year? No, second show?
Second. Crazy. See y'all on Rednote.
See you on Rednote. Take y'all this away. We'll see you on Rednote. We're gonna figure out how to make money on that too, because we're not going back. We can't go. You can't go back. We see in the future. We see in the future. Listen, I want that phone. Have you guys seen the phone from Huawei, the Chinese company, where the phone it's three, right? It folds out into like a tablet, and it's three. It goes 1, 2, 3. Bro, do you want to see the phone? Do you want to see the phone?
No. My head hurts.
Bye. Bye, ladies. Good night. Love you.
Good night.
This is-
Bye.